I get a green card if I get approval for EB-3. Approval of EB-3 visa does not give you green card automatically. There are two ways you can get your visa. Number one, if you file for adjustment of status here in the States, meaning that you will be asking the government to give you the green card while you're here in America. So this process may take from 8 to 14 months depending which state you are located. If you are going through the embassy, as the majority of people do, you will be able to get your green card, I would say 6 to 9 months after approval of your petition. Why? Because you need to take time to deal with NVC, National Visa Center. That may take up to 3 months, and then wait for your interview in the country where you're coming from. And this may take up to 6 months. We never know how long it's going to take because there are COVID restrictions, there are other things going on, there's huge lines. I would say 3 to 9 months after your approval if you go through the embassy, and 8 to 14 months if you adjust your status in the United States of America. Question number 2 is closely connected to question number 1 regarding the green card. Stanislav, once I got EB-3 approval, when can I start working? And again, two situations: going through the embassy and going through the adjustment of status without leaving the United States of America. If you stay here in the States and you file for adjustment of status, and of course, depending on your current status, you will be able to start working in different ways. If you already have a working visa, which you change to your immigrant visa, you're already working, so this is not a question to ask. However, if you are on a student visa or tourist visa and you are able to file I-140 with your perm certification, then you will be able to start working in about 8 months. That's how long it's going to take USCIS to send you the work permit card, which is going to allow you to work in the United States of America. Of course, we hear USCIS threatens us to start issuing the work permits within 3 months after filing. However, we don't know when it's going to happen. Maybe fall of 2022, maybe it's spring of 23. We don't know. It's going to happen in the future, but as of this point, this is the summer of 2022, we have to wait about 8 months. If we're going through the embassy, you will be able to start working after you cross the border and the customs of the United States of America with your immigrant visa. Meaning you're going to activate your visa into green card, and technically it happens very simply. The custom employee is going to stamp your passport with beautiful blue stamp, which is going to say I-551. That's basically your green card. It looks like a stamp in your passport. Don't worry, it's absolutely fine. You will get your actual card in a few months after you arrive here in the States. But once you get your passport stamped at the border, this is the very moment you can start working here in USA. Either you change your status and you get your work permit in 8 months, or you cross the border with immigrant visa, which you got in the embassy of your country, and you can start working immediately. If you want to get your case evaluated on EB-3 visa, and I remind you, you have to have an employer. Don't ask for evaluation if you don't have an employer, because it doesn't make any sense. You must have an employer. That employer should be in profit with the tax papers. In this case, you can always go down below this video and fill out the application that I prepared specially for you to